Hello, everyone. And today on this live, we're going to be talking about pets with anxiety and what to do to help them and progress them forward in their lives so that they can just thrive and live a fuller life with at least less anxiety going on, if not no anxiety. That's what we all want. No anxiety. All right. So I want to talk to you guys about some of the top anti-anxiety approaches that I've learned over the course of experiences and years of working with clients. Okay, so these are kind of my top 5 that I have found across the board consistently work. Okay, so there's tons and tons of products on the market. There's tons of meds that you can try and everything. The products, yes, they work for some dogs. No, they don't work for other dogs. Yes, they work for some cats. No, they don't work for other cats. And it's a matter of finding what works for your pet. And a lot of money is wasted in that process, and a lot of time is wasted as well. And medication from our vets, absolutely needed for some of our pets. Absolutely. And we want to get in there as soon as possible to figure out which type of medicine, making sure that we're avoiding the side effects and all of those things, and getting ourselves to the correct dosage for our pets. So with that, keep in mind as I go through these top 5 that I have found consistently working for pets, keep in mind that in addition to these, yes, your pet might need to visit the vet and get on some meds, at least temporarily, to help balance out the chemistry in the brain and have that extra support. So never rule that out. Never rule your vet out. But these are my top 5 things that I have found that consistently work for pets in addition to or in place of medications. Okay. And these help you avoid wasting all of that money on all of the products that may or may not work. All right. So the first one, and these are in no particular order. The first one is CBD oil. And what CBD oil does is that it balances neurotransmitters out, and it really changes the internal processing and the way things work and smooths everything out for your pet. Okay, in choosing a CBD oil, you need to make sure that it's very, very top-notch, high quality. There's no additives in there. There is nothing that is added in and not communicated that it's added in. There's nothing unsafe in there for pets. All of those things. So we need to have it be third-party tested. So a neutral person, neutral company coming in, testing the CBD oil, and making sure that it is safe. It has what it has in it, and that is on the label, and everything is good. Okay, we also need to make sure that the ingredients that are being used in the brand that we choose are safe and from a safe location as well. There aren't pesticides coming in. There aren't other chemicals, runoff, and things like that coming into the field. There's none of that. Everything about it is safe. Okay? And in my research, I chose to use a company called Honest Paws. I get their CBD oil for one of my dogs in particular, and other clients have used this as well. And across the board, it really truly works. It brings them down to a calmer level. Okay, so this is a company that I would recommend to other people to try and see what those effects are for your pets. They have products for dogs and they have products for cats as well. And they don't know about this live. I'm not I'm not getting paid for promoting their product or anything like that. This is just a safe product that I have found is very, very beneficial across the board for our pets. Okay. Now the next of our top 5 is essential oils. And when I talk about essential oils, I'm always talking about the Young Living brand for essential oils with our animals. Okay, the reason why we go to Young Living is because experience, knowledge of safety, the research is there, and we can safely say, yes, this is a brand that we can use with our pets. There are reference books out there written by holistic vets informing us how to apply, how much to use, and what to use it for. Okay? So this is why I only recommend Young Living with this. Okay? So when you're looking at anxiety, there's so many options out there that we can get in and use them. So it's a matter of communicating with our pet and seeing what type of smell, what type of calming effect do they want, and if there is a past experience that is causing that anxiety, we want to also help relieve that past experience through the use of the essential oils as well. Okay, so the essential oils get in at a cellular level and help the body process physical ailments and emotional ailments. And it helps to release those emotions and balance out the whole body. So this is why we see that the use of essential oils, Young Living essential oils with our pets, it helps them across the board. All sorts of stuff. And this goes into those physical, behavioral, mental ailments as well. Okay? So you can approach essential oils in different ways. So Young Living has single oils like frankincense, there is cedarwood, balsamic fir, tons, lavender, lemon. These are all used to help for the calming effects. Okay? Now, there's lots of blends as well. So there is inner child, there is journey, there's release, there's trauma life, stress away. In the animal line specifically, there's tea away. These are all, and I'm not even getting to all of them at all. There's tons and tons of different blends that you can use as well. My favorite way to use essential oil to help with this calming effect for our pets is through what's called a raindrop. Okay, so we have a physical raindrop and we have an emotional or feelings raindrop. And so for this instance, we would be using that emotional raindrop. And what you do with this is it's a set of about 6 oils that all support the emotional, energetic balance of our pets. Okay, and what we do is use the raindrop technique. If you're interested in this, I can teach you how to do it. Just reach out. But you apply those oils in the raindrop technique using that application. You get them all up in the furs. If we're working with a cat, there is a special technique for that as well, just to help them feel comfortable with the process and everything like that. Okay, so wonderful way to go about helping your pets find calm and find peace. Okay, now training is the next one on my list, and so obviously this is a little bit more for dogs, could be used for cats in some circumstances, but training is it's tried and true. You know, I do think a balanced approach to training is the way to go. A calm, positive reinforcement, calm leadership, and teaching the dog through that. Okay, there are tons of different techniques to use within training to help lower anxieties, to help disassociate things that are triggers for the anxiety, and to help the dog move past that. Okay, get with a good trainer, get with a behaviorist, and talk this through. See what needs to change in your daily routine, because the most subtle things can set off anxiety. For example, your dog hearing your keys rattling as you're about to leave for work. Okay, the keys mean, oh my gosh, mommy or daddy is leaving. Go into anxiety mode because I have separation anxiety and blah, 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 blah. And they just spiral from there. Okay, and that simple thing, those keys, or putting on your shoes. Other things can be tone of voice, somebody who yells in the house. All of these things can be overlooked as causes for anxiety. So a trainer can really help you hone in on what's going on in our routine and what are the triggers for this, and how do we train the dog out of that? How do we reverse these associations that have been learned over time? Okay? Obviously, we can also get this information through animal communication. Okay? And that is the next one on the list. All right? So go directly to the source. It's as simple as that. Ask them, why do you feel anxious? What's going on? What's causing this? And follow them through that discussion. Okay? Along with animal communication, I always add in energy therapy as well. We're in there, we're connected, we're doing the communication. We might as well throw in some energy therapy and balance out their entire system. And then from there, doing those regular energy therapy sessions at whatever frequency your pet needs, and keeping that system completely balanced out and maintaining that balance. When they fall out of that balance is when issues start to come back in. Okay, so you'll see it's a combination of, we need to hear from the pet, what is this issue that's going on? Where is it coming from? We need to balance out their energy. We might need to throw in those training techniques to change their psychology and associations. And then we might need to add in a CBD oil and essential oil from Young Living and help support all of these endeavors. And that's where I really find huge progress with anxiety, is when these 5 different areas can come together and support as a whole for the pet. It's a wonderful experience to see your pet go from anxious. We know there's racing thoughts, all of this stuff going on. And now, over the course of a healing process, they're a whole different pet. They have so much more calm within their self, so much more self-confidence and self-esteem, and they're able to express themselves. And with this, I also see them saying, Mommy and Daddy know how I feel. This is awesome. And they've actually talked to me about it and brought me through this healing process. It's like, words are only so much to an extent. The follow through, the action, putting these healing techniques into place, it's incredible to see your pets grow and heal in that way, and also to see how those relationships and those bonds go even deeper than you ever expected them to go, because this healing process has taken place. It's absolutely beautiful. Okay? And I'm going to add into this as well, nutrition. I know that I've talked about nutrition many times before, but it's across the board always. Any issue you're dealing with, add the high quality nutrition in there. Make sure that your pet's physical body is represented and supported by their nutrition. Okay. Hi, Lucretia. Yes, Lucretia says, our rescue is a peaceful place now because of these tools. So Lucretia runs Susan Moo's rescue in Texas, and they are a fully holistic rescue. So they're using all of these techniques plus many more, and are still working directly with their vets and collaborating with when do we need x-rays, exams, medications, and things like that, and doing it in a holistic way. Always supported holistically. Okay? These are awesome things. All right. So that wraps up the content that I wanted to use for today. Absolutely reach out to me if you have any questions, if you want more resources about any of these areas. Absolutely let me know. Feel free to just reach out whenever you need to.